In every neighborhood across Africa, there is someone getting wealthy from food products you use every single day. Whether it's the bread in your shawarma, the oil in your kitchen, or the snacks your kids take to school. While most people are just consumers, a few smart entrepreneurs are using affordable technology from China to own the entire supply chain. Food is the only industry where demand never stops, and if you position yourself as the producer, it's almost impossible to fail. Today I'm showing you 15 specific machines you can import right now to stop being a consumer and start building a food empire in Africa. My name is Joseph and you are watching Third Comma, a channel dedicated to helping you discover wealth opportunities in Africa. If that's something you are interested in, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and let's jump into the video. The first machine on the list is the cookies and biscuit molding machine. The biscuit and cookie market in Africa is massive, currently valued at over $4.8 billion and growing every year. Whether it's a quick breakfast with tea or a school snack for children, biscuits are a staple in almost every household. While the market is full of big international brands, there is a huge growing demand for local, affordable and artisanal cookies that use local ingredients and flavors. This is an automatic mini cookie and biscuit molding machine. It takes your prepared dough and quickly presses it into perfect consistent shapes like round cookies, shortbread bars and many more shapes. It can produce 60 to 99 pieces every single minute, which is a speed no human baker can match. On Alibaba, this molding machine typically costs between $6,500 and $7,000 depending on the specific model and its speed. To have a full production line, you will simply pair this with a dough mixer about $1,500 and a rotary oven about $3,000. The real opportunity is in niche snacking. Instead of trying to make a generic biscuit, you can create a high-end local brand using unique ingredients like ginger, coconut or even cassava flour. In fact, that's exactly what Nigerian entrepreneur Nelly Agbogu did. She saw the need for healthy, gluten-free snacks for her son, which led her to start a biscuit brand. Her company now makes biscuits from cassava and supplies them to various supermarkets across Nigeria and even export them. This business has become a massive success, generating millions of naira in monthly revenue for her. By packaging these cookies in attractive small single-serve bags, you can supply them to supermarkets, office kiosks and school shops. Since the machine does all the shipping, your cookies will always look professional and premium, allowing you to charge a better price while keeping your production costs very low. Now, unique cookies are a great niche, but if you want to tap into a food that is sold on almost every single street corner in Africa, you need to look at this next machine. At number 2, we have the shawarma flatbread making machine. Shawarma has become one of the fastest growing street foods in Africa. In cities like Lagos, Nairobi and Cairo, you see shawarma stands on almost every busy corner. But here's the secret. While everyone is focused on opening another shawarma stand, very few are focused on the one thing every single shawarma needs: the bread. This creates a massive gap in the market for a consistent, high-quality bread supplier. That's where this machine comes in. This is a fully automated production line. You simply place your prepared dough into the feeder at one end. The machine then takes over by rolling the dough to the perfect thickness, cutting it into exact circles, baking it at high heat and moving it through a cooling path. A fully automatic production line like this typically costs between $8,000 and $9,000 on Alibaba. The real money isn't in selling the shawarma, it's in being the factory that feeds 100 stands. By making thousands of breads every hour, you become the main supplier for restaurants and vendors in your area. Because vendors need fresh bread every single morning, you have a business that generates steady income every day. Supplying shawarma stands is a steady daily business, but if you want to compete with the biggest food giants in the world using a small-scale setup, this next machine is for you. At number 3, we have the instant noodles making machine. When you think of instant noodles, you probably think of a big brand like Indomie. These noodles are one of the most popular meals in Africa because they are cheap, they cook fast, and they last a long time on the shelf. In fact, the market for these noodles is worth billions of dollars and is growing every year. Most people think you need a giant expensive factory to make them, but that is no longer true. There is a huge gap in the market for smaller local brands that offer fresh tastes and lower prices to people in their own neighborhoods. This is a small-scale noodle production line. It takes simple wheat flour and turns it into the dried noodles cake you see in the store. The machine mixes the dough, rolls it out thin, cuts it into those classic wavy lines, and then steams and fries them so they stay fresh for months. It is an all-in-one system that lets you produce thousands of packs of noodles without needing hundreds of workers. A complete small production line for instant noodles usually costs between $9,000 and $20,000 on Alibaba. The big opportunity here is to create a local noodle brand. Big companies make the same flavors for everyone, but you can make noodles that taste like the local food in your specific area. You can sell your noodles to local shops, boarding schools, and small supermarkets. Because your factory is nearby, you save money on transport and can sell your noodles cheaper than the big brands while still making a huge profit. At number 4, we have the dumplings making machine. Dumplings, samosas, and meat pies are consumed daily across Africa. People love them because they are filling and easy to eat while traveling or walking. Right now, almost all of these are made by hand, which is very slow and makes it hard for a business to grow. This creates a huge opening for anyone who can produce thousands of these snacks every day at a low cost. This is a fully automatic dumpling maker. It is made of clean stainless steel and does the hardest part of the job for you, the folding and sealing. You put your dough on one side and your meat or vegetable filling on the other. The machine then presses them together into perfect shapes and seals the edges tightly so they don't break when cooked. You can even change the molds to make different snacks like samosas or spring rolls. This machine is very affordable for small businesses, costing between $600 and $1,200 on Alibaba. The big money here is in frozen foods. Instead of just selling cooked snacks on the street, you can pack your dumplings or samosas into branded bags and sell them to supermarkets. People love to buy frozen snacks they can quickly fry or steam at home for dinner. By using this machine, you can produce 500 to 2,000 pieces every hour, allowing you to fill the freezers of every supermarket in your city. At number 5, we have the ice cream cone maker. In every city, thousands of people enjoy ice cream, especially during the hot seasons. While most people are looking at the ice cream itself, they often forget about the container it comes in. Right now, most ice cream shops and street vendors buy their cones from big factories far away. There is a huge untapped market for providing fresh, crispy, and locally made cones to the thousands of vendors who need them every single day. This is an automatic wafer and ice cream cone making machine. It is a simple but powerful machine that bakes the perfect cone in seconds. You just pour in a simple batter made of flour, sugar, and water, and the machine presses it into a mold and bakes it until it is golden brown and crunchy. This machine can make many different shapes, from the classic pointed cone to the flat-bottomed wafer cups that can even hold coffee or tea. A good automatic cone maker usually costs between $800 and $3,000 on Alibaba, depending on how many cones it can bake at one time. The real business here is being the supplier to the sellers. Every ice cream parlor, hotel dessert bar, and street vendor in your city is a potential customer. By setting up a small production space, you can deliver fresh cones to them every morning. Because your cones are made locally, they will be crispier and cheaper than the ones they currently buy. You can even make special flavors like chocolate or vanilla scented cones to help your customers stand out, making you the most important partner in their business. Cones are a fun business, but what if you could take the millions of dollars worth of fruit that rots every year and turn it into a high-end luxury snack instead? That's where this next machine comes in. At number 6, we have the food dehydrator. Every year, billions of dollars worth of fruits and vegetables like mangoes, tomatoes, and pineapples go to waste in Africa because they spoil too fast in the heat. When there is too much harvest, prices drop so low that farmers lose money. But what if you could take that fresh fruit and make it last for over a year? Dry fruit is a massive healthy snack trend globally, and there is a huge demand for it in high-end gyms, offices, and even for export to Europe and America. You are taking a product that was about to be thrown away and turning it into a premium luxury snack. This is an industrial hot air food dehydrator. It is basically a large high-tech oven with many trays that blows steady warm air over your food. It doesn't cook the food. It gently removes all the water. This stops the food from rotting while keeping all the vitamins, color, and sweet taste inside. You can use it for everything: drying mango slices, making tomato flakes, drying ginger, or even making dried fish and meat jerky. For a solid industrial unit that can handle 100 kg to 300 kg of food at once, you are looking at $1,500 to $5,000 on Alibaba. The smartest move here is to buy fruit directly from farmers during the peak of the harvest when prices are at their lowest. By drying and packaging them in clean, branded pouches, you can sell them all year round, even when the fresh fruit is out of season and very expensive. You can also target the export market and see how you can export to Europe and America. Since you are saving food from wasting, your raw material cost is very low, but your finished product value is very high. At number 7, we have the donut making machine. Donuts are one of the most profitable snacks you can sell. The ingredients, flour, sugar, and oil are very cheap, but a finished, decorated donut sells for a high price. In most places, you only see donuts in expensive bakeries or sold in small batches by hand. Because making them by hand is slow and tiring, there is a massive opportunity to provide fresh, hot donuts to thousands of people who currently have no easy way to buy them. This is a 4-row automatic donut maker. It is a smart machine that does all the hard work for you. You simply pour in your batter into the tank. The machine automatically drops the dough into the oil, fries it, flips it over so both sides are golden brown, and pushes the finished donut out. It ensures every single donut is the exact same size and perfectly cooked every time. This automatic machine costs between $1,400 and $2,000 on Alibaba. The best way to make money here is to become a wholesale supplier. Instead of selling one donut at a time, you can package them in boxes of 6 or 12 and supply them to gas stations, school canteens, and local coffee shops. Because the machine is automatic and very fast, your labor costs are very low. You can produce thousands of donuts a day and dominate the snacks market in your city by being the most reliable and affordable supplier. At number 8, we have the plantain chips production line. If you travel anywhere in West Africa or East Africa, you will see people buying plantain chips in traffic, at bus stops, and in supermarkets. It is one of the most popular snacks because it is delicious and filling. Right now, most of these chips are made by hand in small kitchens, which means they are often oily, inconsistent, and sold in plain plastic bags. There is a huge gap in the market for a professional brand that produces clean, crunchy, and well-packaged chips that can sit on the shelves of big grocery stores. This is a complete high-performance production line. It takes raw plantains or bananas and does all the hard work for you. It includes a machine that slices the fruit into perfect, even round or long strips, an industrial fryer that keeps the oil at the right temperature, and a seasoning drum that coats every chip in salt or spices. It turns a messy manual job into a clean, fast factory process. A small to medium scale automatic production line like this typically costs between $4,000 and $12,000 on Alibaba. The real money is in modern branding. Instead of selling generic chips, you can use this machine to create a premium snack brand. Because the machine slices the chips perfectly thin, they stay crunchier for longer. You can create different flavors like spicy chili or sweet cinnamon and put them in high-quality colorful bags. By supplying supermarkets, hotels, and even exporting to people living abroad, you can turn a simple street snack into a multi-million-dollar business. At number 9, we have the commercial spiral juicing machine. Every day, millions of people look for healthy, fresh drinks, but most of what they find in shops is full of sugar and chemicals. At the same time, during the harvest season, huge amounts of pineapples, watermelons, and oranges go to waste because farmers can't sell them fast enough. There is a massive growing demand for 100% natural cold-pressed juice in gyms, hotels, and offices. People are willing to pay a premium price for real juice that doesn't come from a powder or a concentrate. This is a heavy-duty commercial spiral juicer. It uses a powerful screw press system that slowly and strongly squeezes the juice out of fruits and vegetables. Unlike a small home blender, this machine separates the dry pulp from the liquids perfectly, giving you high yield and high quality juice. A high capacity spiral juicer like this usually costs between $3,000 and $9,000 on Alibaba, depending on the motor size. The big money here is in B2B fresh supply. Instead of opening a small juice bar, you can become the main supplier for local hotels, restaurants, and supermarkets. You can buy fruit in bulk directly from farms, juice them, and deliver 5-liter or 10-liter kegs of fresh, chilled juice every morning. Because you are using a professional machine, you can produce 500 kg to 3000 kg of juice every hour, allowing you to supply dozens of businesses at once with a healthy product they can't make themselves. At number 10, we have the cold and hot automatic oil press machine. Cooking oil is a product that every single household, restaurant, and hotel uses every day. It is a massive multi-billion-dollar market that never stops growing. Right now, most of the oil sold in shops is imported or made by giant companies, and the prices keep going up. There is a huge and hungry market for locally produced pure vegetable oils like groundnut oil, soybean oil, or sunflower oil. People are becoming more health conscious and are looking for fresh, natural oils that don't have hidden chemicals or cheap additives. This is a professional grade automatic oil press. It is a powerful machine that uses a heavy screw to squeeze the oil out of seeds and nuts. It can do cold pressing, which keeps all the natural nutrients and flavors inside the oil, or hot pressing for a higher yield. You simply pour in your dried seeds like peanuts, soybeans, and sesame seeds, and the machine automatically separates the golden liquids from the dry seed cake. A high-quality medium-sized oil press typically costs between $1,500 and $3,500 on Alibaba. The real wealth here is in small-scale manufacturing. Instead of just selling raw seeds, you can process them into branded bottles of premium cooking oil. You can sell the bottled oil to local supermarkets and households at a better price than the big brands. But here is the secret. You can also sell the leftover dry seed cake to local farmers as high-protein animal feed. By selling both the oil and the feed, you have two streams of income from one machine, making your profit margin much higher than almost any other food business. At number 11, we have the commercial meat slicer. If you have ever tried to make beef jerky by hand, you know the biggest challenge is slicing the meat thin enough. Traditional methods are slow, dangerous, and often leave the meat too thick, which ruins the texture. But there is a massive high-profit market for branded meat snacks. By using a professional slicer, you can turn raw beef into a premium packaged snack that sells in traffic, supermarkets, and airports for 5 times the cost of the meat itself. This is a high-speed electric meat slicer. It cuts through large blocks of meat in seconds. You can adjust the settings to get slices as thin as a sheet of paper, which is the secret to making high-quality meat snack that dries perfectly. A high-quality commercial slicer on Alibaba costs between $300 and $800 depending on the size of the blade. The real wealth here is in value-added snacking. Instead of just being a butcher, you can start a professional meat snack brand. Because the machine slices the meat so consistently, your snacks will look professional and factory-made, allowing you to sell them in high-end shops and even export them to people living abroad. At number 12, we have the automatic meat mincer and grinder. Minced meat is a gold mine in the food business. It is used for everything: meat pies, burger patties, sausages, and pasta sauce. Most local butchers only sell meat on the bone, which is hard for busy families to use. There is a massive growing demand for clean, high-quality minced meat in every neighborhood. By turning leftover or cheaper cuts of meat into premium means, you are creating a product that every family and every fast food shop needs every single day. This is a heavy-duty industrial meat mincing machine. It is a powerful stainless steel unit that can grind hundreds of kilograms of meat every hour. It is much faster and cleaner than any home grinder. A professional-grade industrial meat grinder usually costs between $6,000 and $1,500 on Alibaba. The real money is in branded meat products. Instead of just selling the meats, you can mix it with spices and use a simple mold to make your own brand of ready-to-cook burger patties or local sausages. You can package them in attractive trays and supply them to local grocery stores. Because you are adding value to the meat, you can sell it for a much higher price per kilogram than the butcher down the street. At number 13, we have the tomato paste and jam production line. In many parts of Africa, tomatoes are very cheap during the harvest but become incredibly expensive just a few months later. During the harvest season, thousands of tons of tomatoes rot because there is no way to save them. This is a tragedy but also a massive opportunity. If you can take those cheap tomatoes and turn them into a shelf-stable paste, you are creating a product that every single kitchen uses for stew and soup every day. You are essentially turning waste into red gold. This is a small-scale production line that washes, crushes and cooks fruits or vegetables into a thick paste or jam. It is a clean automatic system that ensures the food stays fresh for a long time without spoiling. A small to medium production line for tomato paste or jam typically costs between $13,000 and $50,000 on Alibaba. The business goal here is to beat the seasons. You buy the tomatoes when they are almost free and process them into paste. Then you sell your branded paste during the dry season when fresh tomatoes are too expensive for most people to buy. You can also use the same machine to make fruit jams from mangoes or pineapples. By supplying local shops with affordable locally made sachets of paste, you can build a massive brand that competes with the expensive imported things. At number 14, we have the Tapioca pearls making machine. Bubble tea is a massive trend that is taking over the world. It is now starting to explode in big cities across Africa. The most important part of bubble tea is the tapioca pearls, those chewy sweet black balls at the bottom of the drink. Right now, almost every coffee shop or juice bar that wants to sell bubble tea has to import these pearls from Asia. They are expensive to ship and sometimes arrive stale. There is a huge empty space in the market for a local supplier to make fresh, chewy pearls for all the cafes and dessert shops in their country. This is a specialized machine that turns dough into perfect tiny round balls. You make a dough out of tapioca starch, which comes from cassava, water and sugar. You feed the dough into the machine and it quickly cuts and rolls it into thousands of identical pearls every hour. A high-quality automatic pearl making machine typically costs between $800 and $5,000 on Alibaba. The smartest move here is to be the boba supplier. Instead of opening one tea shop, you can supply 50 different cafes with fresh pearls every week. You can even use local cassava starch to keep your costs very low. By packaging your pearls in professional vacuum-sealed bags and selling them to restaurants, cafes and supermarkets, you can become the go-to person for the entire bubble tea industry in your region. Since you are making them locally, your price will be much lower than the imported ones, making it easier to win over customers. At number 15, we have the industrial fish and meat smoker. Smoked fish and meat are staples in African cuisine. From soups to snacks, almost every household buys smoked protein regularly because it tastes great and lasts a long time without a fridge. Currently, most smoking is done over open fires or in old oil drums. This is slow, dirty, and the smoke can be bad for the workers' health. Also, the quality is often inconsistent. There is a massive opportunity to create a premium smoked brand that is clean, healthy, and produced in large quantities for the modern shopper. This is an industrial smoking cabinet. It is a large insulated stainless steel box that uses electricity, gas or wood chips to create a controlled environment. It manages the heat and smokes perfectly so that every piece of fish or meat is dried and flavored exactly the same way. A professional industrial smoking machine usually costs between $2,000 and $5,000 on Alibaba, depending on the capacity. The real money is in supermarket distribution. By using a professional smoker, your fish and meat will look much cleaner and more premium than what is sold on the open market. Because the machine is so efficient, you can process huge amounts of fish during the harvest season and sell them year-round, making a very high profit on every bag. The difference between those who build these empires and those who just watch is one thing: action. The technology is affordable, the demand is everywhere, and we have seen with entrepreneurs like Nelly Agbogu, the opportunity is real. You don't need a giant factory to start, you just need the right machine and the drive to fill a gap in your community. Let me know in the comments which of these 15 machines has the biggest potential in your city, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more blueprints on building wealth right here in Africa. I'll see you in the next one.